Welcome back to the channel. I am always your host, Dev, ready to hopefully earn some redemption points today and maybe misplay less? Subscribe for me being the fool and check out Vermont's 802 cEDH because the links are hot. And with that, welcome Jetbret on Storm Manual, Prosper cEDH, Randy returns on Loot Until You Toot, Dom on RIP Stomp. Good riddance to bad rubbish. I'm Gold's good little boy, Turbo Marn? Not really? And I am just lost like the frog on my variant, the Sun Messiah. Welcome back! We're past Italy. We're actually knee-deep in summer right now, if I'm not mistaken. Or almost in summer, because it's May, June. I don't know. The timelines are crazy. Whatever. We're here with the Vermont crew, 802 cEDH, having some fun. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Yes, ready for it.
Alright. Do we have any pre-games if you're also ready?
None here.
None here.
All set.
Good luck, have fun. I will start. Willow Rush Verge. I'll cast a Chrome Mox, and I will exile under it this Veil of Summer. Then I will cast a Soul Ring, and then I will cast a Tinder Wall. That Chrome Mox was a very good top deck. I will pass with one card in hand.
All right, I will draw. Shock in a Hollowed Fountain, and I'm going to pass the turn there.
We'll draw. Polluted Delta, cast a LED. Pass the turn from there.
Sounds good. The Misty Rainforest, crack it.
Gonna crack the Polluted Delta, get the Surveil land.
Get a tropical island. I'll tap it for Birds of Paradise. Pass the turn.
Surveil trigger. We're gonna let the Rain of Filth go to the yard.
I shall draw from my turn. Blue, red, green, cast Flubs. I shall pass turn.
At your end step, I would like to cast a Mystical Tutor. I'm going to put a Mind Break Trap on top of my library.
Once you resolve your Mystical Tutor, I have an effect.
Oh boy.
What could it be? What could it be?
Pay 2 life to cast Noxious Revival. Noxious Revival will be targeting your Mystical Tutor. I will discard this Utopia Sprawl, which was a very bad draw for the turn.
That
Oh,
works.
boy.
Yep.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw a Mystery card. Rubland. And I will pass the turn.
Draw. Sulphurous Springs. Tap for a black and a colorless for a Wishclaw Talisman. And that's it for me. I'll pass.
Nice Cradle for lands. Kinnan Bonder Prodigy.
Boy.
Tap the guy's Cradle for 2 green, and I will cast a Talisman of Curiosity. Pass the turn.
Come on, draw a playable card. Draw for turn. This will be super scary, but remember, I have no cards in hand except for this one. So don't worry about it. I will cast this Food Chain.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Trigger Flubs.
Oh no.
In response to the Flubs trigger, I'm going to tap 2 and flash out an Orcish Bowmaster. 0.1 damage at Flubs with the ETB. We're going to throttle the amount of storm that can happen.
Draw trigger.
I will point 1 more damage at Flubs.
I will play Volcanic Island. Trigger Flubs. I will draw.
3rd damage, yes.
Yeah.
I will play Shifting Woodlands. Trigger Flubs.
Yes. 1 more damage.
Unfortunately, I cannot continue with casting spells because I actually have not cast the spell. I drew only 3 lands back to back. I shall pass the turn.
Draw a card. City of Brass will be my land for turn. I'll tap 3. I will take a damage, going to 37. And I will cast a Monologue Tax. Jed, you're playing Rakdos. I'm going to come up at you with the Orc Army.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, I will move through phases and go to pass the turn.
Go Talon Gates as my land for turn. We'll phase out Flubs. And we will cast our good friend, the Name Sticker Goblin. ETB, we will name it Gelatinous. We'll make 5 red. Go down to 4. I'm going to crack the Wishclaw. I'm going to give it... Dom, I'm going to give it to you. Get that card. Use 2 more and cast this Underworld Breach.
Trigger Monologue Tax.
Go for it.
I'm going to make a treasure.
Last 2 red. I'm going to cast Twin Flame, copying the Goblin.
Mind Break Trap.
You don't want to save that for the flub?
Nah, I got my Gatling gun for the Flub.
All right. Ruin all my fun. Exile Twin Flame. And then I will move through phases, and Underworld Breach will go to the yard.
End of your turn, I will Posage you that Gaia's Cradle.
Oof.
Ooh. We'll get a volcanic island. Ancient Tomb for land. And we'll cast Loot.
Yep.
Cool. Let's go to combat. I think I gotta swing it towards Dom. I'm kind of scared of his turn.
Or Commander.
Pass the turn from there.
Hey, Flubs is back. Ready to get hurt again. Draw for turn. Very good draw. I'll play this training center. Trigger Flubs.
We will point 1 damage at Flubs.
I will play Misty Rainforest. On the trigger to Flubs, I will crack it. Yes, it will be Commercial District again. So, Surveil on top of the draw. I'll put this Red Elemental Blast into my graveyard. I will draw. Trigger.
1 more.
Oh boy. Yeah, the Storm did not pay off this time, and I will have to pass the turn.
Draw. Cavern of Souls naming Warrior. And we will put Marneus on the battlefield. Move to combat. Jed, we will swing 6 at you.
I block it.
Pass the turn after that.
Draw. Shinka. Tap 4. We'll cast Prosper. Moved through phases. Trigger Prosper. We'll put a Demonic Council.
We'll do Rejuvenating Springs for our land. Gonna cast a Displacer Kid.
Okay.
Everybody's scary.
I don't think there's any good attacks here. Move through phases. Pass the turn.
I will draw a card. Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I will play this Riverspire Verge. Trigger my commander. This card is Ancient Tomb. And guess what? I get to pass turn again.
Oh, I will draw. Let's go Underground Sea as my land for turn. And I will cast a Lotho. I'm going to tap for 1 and cast that Mystical Tutor we all know about. Trigger
Sure.
Lotho. When I make a treasure that will trigger Marneus, I will draw a card. Let's put a Swords to Plowshare on top of my library. Randy, I'm going to swing the Orc Army up your way for 6 once I'm done shuffling here.
Yep.
I will move to pass the turn.
Holy crap. Draw. Ancient Tomb as my land for turn. Going to tap the Shinka and the Talon Gates to make a black mana. We're going to have a colorless floating Demonic Council. Trigger Prosper, make a treasure. 2 black, lose a life, crack a treasure for a black. We'll cast a Doomsday.
Trigger Lotho, trigger Monologue Tax.
Do it up.
All right, that will be 2 instances of making a treasure. So I will lose a life, make a treasure for Lotho, which will trigger Marneus, and I will draw a card. Treasure for Monologue Tax. Trigger Marneus, I will draw a card. Tap City of Brass, I will take a damage, and I will give you a Swan.
Perfect. I will get a bird. It was worth a shot. End step, trigger Prosper, and we'll put a bad land under it.
Well, I do have a question for you. If I his end step, try to draw 3 cards, where are you shooting those OBM triggers?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, that you can destroy it at any point in time. Where would you want them to go?
Just not over here.
I won't shoot any OBM damage your way.
Or towards my creatures.
Or towards your creatures. Nothing on your board will be hit by an OBM.
I'll trust you. Put a loot activation on the stack to draw 3 cards.
In response, I will Deadly Rollick, targeting loot. That will trigger Lotho. That is my 2nd spell for the turn. Make a treasure. Trigger Marneus. Draw a card. I kept my word. I have to have a lawyer draw up my contracts because of the way that I word things.
I'll let this happen. Put it back to the command zone. Good draw.
I will keep my word. 1 at Death's Face, 2 at Jed's Face.
Draw. Do a Flooded Strand. Crack it. Breeding Pool. I'll shock it in. Take another 2. 7. Taking 3 damage from the Ancient Tomb and the Talisman. Just recast. Loot. Pass the turn.
Well, here we go. OBM triggers. Paradise Mantle. Trigger Flubs.
1 damage at Flubs.
Float the colorless to equip on Flubs. I shall cast a Spiteful Banditry X equals 2. Trigger Flubs.
That is also going to trigger Monologue Tax and Lotho. So I will lose a life, make a treasure off Lotho, draw a card,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will make a treasure off of Monologue Tax, draw a card. At that point, we'll go 1 to your face at this point, I think. As we crack a treasure and try to swords Flubs in response to that.
I'll gain 0
Yeah.
life.
I don't like it. Lou. Activate Lou's ability to draw 3 cards.
3 pings, 2 on Prosper, and we'll go 1 at your face, Randy.
We'll cast Force of Will, pitching Colossal Sky Turtle, paying a life, targeting the Spiteful Banditry.
Trigger Kitten.
Trigger Kitten.
Time to flicker Lou.
Yep.
Banditry gets countered. I shall exile this green spirit guide. Recast Flubs. I will attempt to
Yeah,
equip
nothing.
it to Paradise Mantle again. Pass turn from there.
Mid-range hell.
Nah, upkeep, draw.
No, we're already dead.
No.
Sea of Clouds will be my land for the turn. Activate the Wish Claw. I will give it to you, Death.
Tap
Four.
for a green, I have 4 blue. Cast Cyclonic Rift, trigger Kitten. Attempt to flicker. Cyclonic Rift target will be Marneus.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Tap a red, activate Loot, shoot the Lotho.
Lotho is shot. Let's attempt to move through phases. Randy, you want to use that mana?
This will have to fizzle.
Second main, cast a Grim Monolith. I'm going to take 1 damage off my City of Brass. We're going to recast Marneus, tap for 3, and cast a Stride Hanger Automaton. I will crack my last 3 treasures and cast a Warren Soul Trader.
Here you go. That's game, right?
I can dig, sack a
Sack a
creature so the OBM can start the loop.
Yep.
I will make a treasure and a Thopter, which will trigger Marneus, and I will draw, I believe it's 2 cards because it's 1 instance of each being created.
Yep.
Basically, 1 life, 2 cards.
Yep. Sack the OBM, lose a life, make a treasure, make a Thopter, which I'll represent with that 1/1.
Yeah, those Thopters are going to be dying, so...
Yeah, exactly. So I would draw 2. Same thing. Let's go. 2. I got Demonic Consultation there, so we'll go to 4. Crack 1, cast the Silence.
You got it.
Put treasure, draw 2. I got Tainted Pact. So from here, Tainted Pact.
Go
to
get
4.
Thoracle.
There's Thoracle. Cast Thoracle, holding priority. Using that last one,
Yeah.
Demonic Consultation.
You
I
got
will
it.
name You Were Already Dead.
Yay, he did the thing! He did the thing!
There we go. Boom.
Good game. Good game.
Well
Good
done.
game, boys.
Well
Good job.
done.
It turns out Orcish Bowmaster should be banned. I think it's a dumb card.
You could say that Warren Soul Trader finally did a thing.
Yeah.
It's fun in this deck.
Remember to check out 802 cEDH and the Vermont cEDH scene, and with that, we'll see you all behind the veil.